ਦੇਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਲਾਉਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਬਰਾਉਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਆਉ ਦੇਸੀ ਜੇ ਗੀਤਾ ਟਰੈਪ ਜੀ ਬੀਟਾ ਸਿਰ ਕੱਢ ਕੱਢ ਦੇ ਸਪੀਕਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਬਰਾਉਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਬਰਾਉਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ
Fucking Salah, the guy who deleted us.
Yeah, for those.
I'm fucking out here. Kobe Bryant, let's go. 24, represent.
All right, here we go. We're live.
All right, Pete.
This is welcome to the fourth listener leave podcast. This is the second recording this week. I'm gonna try not to say Deep says my producer says it's not. Gotta work on that shit. So we working on it.
There's so many odds, bro. You gotta control those.
So we got this week. We got Rajan Tommy. Okay.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, Tommy's returning here. We got a first timer and behind the scenes. What are you, the sound guy, the producer, the angry,
multifaceted,
sometimes the angry banda, Deep DJ, Deep Waters. What are you now, Deep Waters? I don't know. Tera ta wo Puffy wangu chalda, P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. Fucking pata nahi.
Haven't figured it out yet.
What are you? What is your DJ name?
Either Waters or.
What do you mean? You can't have two names.
You haven't figured it out yet. We'll see when the first release happens.
You got like a Disney.
But you're 30. How come have you not figured it out?
I don't know, bro.
Okay, we'll touch on that. Let's keep going. And then we got Jazzy here. Cheetah, he's AC's brother from the last episode. You know, let's see if he can live up to his brother's story time, man. His brother's got some wild stories. The wafer saleswoman, the rats in New York. What was his other one? He had another wild one. Oh, the harassment for the tips. Something about tips. Anyways, he's our COVID reporter. Let's see what Jazzy brings. Jazzy, what's up?
What's up, guys? What's up? You know, pretty pumped. Only form of social activity in like the last fucking month and a half. So pretty pumped to be here.
Last 10 years for you, buddy.
And this guy did a wardrobe change, man, for the studio. He put on his Raptors. He even took look at it, dole kaddi baitha. Look at this guy's jacked right now.
I gained weight, man. This thing used to fit me with the shirt on. Now it doesn't, which is hence the no shirt. So that's what happens, man. That's what happens.
All right. And then for our final bunda here, we got Tommy wanted to personally introduce this man. He's our special guest this week. He may be a regular because we might have the Cheetah Panesar upgrade going down this week. So that's what Tommy.
Today we have a special guest on the pod. He might be a degenerate sports gambler, but some people may know him as the DraftKings GOAT or a legend, Karamveer, aka KV, the real Panesar. How's it going? Welcome to the pod.
What's up, boys?
You gotta give him the tadiyan. We're gonna delve into his story, man. That guy's,
never seen this guy blush more in my life than right now.
Heavy, what's up, man?
So we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So we're gonna get into some NBA talk with the DraftKings GOAT, and then we're gonna get into his story of how he became a DraftKings GOAT. So we'll get into that. But I knew Joe wanted to touch upon some topics before, so I'll pass it on to you, Joe.
All right, Tommy, man. Tommy, that was lit.
You like that?
Was a good energy. Yeah, Tommy, that's weird that tiyari karda, man. He was like ready this morning. He was like, yo,
I got couple takes at home.
He messaged me earlier. He's like, yo, KV,
what's up, KV? What's happening, KV?
Nothing, man. Just excited to join. Similar to Jazzy, man. I haven't seen fucking faces outside my house, and I had COVID and shit too, man. So I've been, it's been like a month since I haven't seen anyone else.
Yeah, it's a good way to. This is the new going out, man. This is the new. You just gotta get the RGB lights, man. We got good topics. We're just shooting the shit, and KV's got crazy stories, man. Like he said, we're gonna learn about DraftKings. I don't even know what DraftKings is. All I know is KV is ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ KV ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ 'ਚ KV everywhere. Even like old uncles, they're like, yo, Panesar ਦਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ man ਜਿੱਤ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ. He's a legend. But yeah, let's I guess first topic always is the Kisan in the protests going on in India. They're keeping it strong. Every day something new happening. Is everybody following what's going on there?
Of course, yeah.
Yep.
Trying to.
That's not a good enough answer,
Yeah.
Jazzy. It's not tried to. You have to. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
I was watching the news.
Well, out of just relate issue, but
Your brother got named and shamed last episode. Don't be that guy, man. We won't name and shame you this time.
Obviously, trying to keep up with like the world issues and stuff like that, especially that one.
That's
It's,
apni issue. That's kardigal, man. You gotta like, right?
for
That's
the people that don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know.
Yeah.
Update the audience, man.
Yeah, no. It's good to see. Like I said, more people are knowing. So even if you're making an effort, that's good. Yeah, no, like same shit's happening. That they're sitting there trying to get the bills removed. Government's trying to basically say that they're misunderstood. Like the Kisans, the farmers, they're misunderstanding the bills, which is I don't think that's the case. They're like, these guys are unpart. They've sent out like a lot of propaganda. I even got an email because I'm like, I'm on some mailing list for one of the like this Indian company, and that.
oh, so you're on the Hindustan list, eh?
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah. Anyway, they're sending out like so first Harman got it on his email. Okay, he got it.
So how do you
you're signed up to like
how
any
do you
Indian government for like updates or something, just like whatever. So then, like
Yeah.
Modi, they have
Okay.
these email addresses. So they're sending out essentially like propaganda, and they're like 80. I think if I'm not like there was a first one, and now they sent out another one apparently, and they're just trying to like show that these farmers don't know what they're talking about. Like these bills are gonna help the farmers, this and that, right? Like it's just like propaganda. Right. But anyways, the protests are going on. There's like if you look at, these are the most unique protests ever, because like there's langar, there's what do you call it? There's blood. They're raising what do you call it? Doing blood drives at the protest. They're doing laundry now. They got laundry service. They're doing traffic, letting traffic, emergency traffic go through. They're like, you name it. Like they're saying the women are saying they feel safer on the streets now because they're like. Yeah, they got books. They set up libraries, man. This is like,
yeah, bro. They got like I just saw recently that they have classes set up for these kids that are from the slums, and whoever's like the people who are educated from like whatever Punjabis or Haryanas or whatever they are, if they have any degree or whatever, they're teaching these kids from the slums education, whatever grade they are. It's crazy.
It's crazy. That you could like think back to like Maharaja Ranjit Singh's empire, man. That's how it was. It was flourishing, man. You had like women were literate, everyone was literate. He's like it was ahead of its time. So it's crazy to see that people are better off now in the streets of Delhi than like it's crazy. And then the op I think apparently passed some bills to Kejriwal's government to support the farmers. Bunch of shit going on, and like later on we're gonna have that Sandeep Singh, the Punjab Twitter handle. We had him first, but the voice was distorted, so we'll get him on again. And then yesterday we had Shamsher Singh from the NSYF, National Sikh Youth Federation in the UK. So like he brings a Sikh perspective and he drops some serious fire. So you gotta listen to that. But anyone else, what's going on and want to put their input in on this?
Well, I'll start. Well, like honestly, like from the last time we connected, I've been like really heard too much of since then. Just like pretty much the same stuff's going on. So, only thing I've been honestly hearing is that the people of Delhi now are so much better off than they were before because of seva that's happening now. You know what I mean? Like the Jedi seva hundi hote one the folks of the slums, whether it be like whatever Delhi, the women of Delhi, right? Like they're so much better off now. Delhi, I think Delhi had the biggest like the most rapes per capita in India, whatever the case, right? And now they're feeling so much more protected than they were before. And it was like India government, man, you need us. Don't do this. You know what I mean? Like you need us.
You fire drop karda, man. That's it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like don't do us like this, man. Don't do us like this. We've only been there for you
That's it.
Don't drop us at a time of need.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
Hey,
So that's my 2 cents on it. So
Just to touch on what Joe was saying earlier too about how they're trying to spread propaganda to like the uneducated, thinking we have like an uneducated base or whatever. One of the economics professors, like a chief economist, he came out and said that he reviewed the bills and they're actually detrimental to the Indian economy. Like looking at it from Modi's perspective, like it doesn't make any sense from not only a humane perspective but economically it doesn't make sense either.
who is this? Who is this guy?
yeah.
I'll have to look for his name. I think his last name's Basu. He has like
He's an
300K followers.
Indian
Yeah.
professor. Or?
Yeah.
For WHO.
Let me just double
Yeah,
check.
just look him up. Look him up while you're Jazzy. What's good?
No, I was just while you guys are talking, I was thinking, do you guys think it's a deeper issue than just like Hassan, or it's that pretty much?
100%.
It's a deeper. That's what it kind of sounds like. Like it's a.
So,
I feel like it's deeper. I don't know about these guys, but
yeah. So you
I
gotta
feel like
watch tomorrow. Or well, when we released yesterday's, me and Vin had Shamsher sing. As I'm saying, listen to that one. Listen to the first one. I don't know if you heard it yet, Jazzy. You better have.
I think Joe's been repeating the fact over the like I've been listening because I've been editing or whatever, but he's been repeating the fact that it's a deeper rooted issue. Like that's what I keep hearing. Joe says it, and then Shamsher, even him, he was like, "Oh, totally." He agreed with a lot of things that Joe said. Obviously, this guy's heavily invested, so that's
His is even like his. I learned from like a guy like that. Like
yeah, of course.
I'm learning from that guy.
I know. And I'm like, for me, it's like I learned before this whole thing happened, anything about Punjab, I learned from Joe. He's more involved. But now that everything's going on, I'm more invested. Like my feeds I'm sure all your guys' feeds are flooded, right? We're flooding each other's feeds with all this news. So you can't even miss it. You can't miss. If you're missing this news, and where are you? What are you doing, really?
It says I'm making my goal every day, like on Instagram, to post a post per day. That's my goal because I don't want this movement to die. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to die because every movement dies after.
It's a revolution, Tommy. It's not a movement. It's a revolution.
This movement cannot die because it's us, man. It's us.
Yeah.
Like it's our movement.
Well, but it's
matter if
it's good. Everyone's kind of it's like I said, I'm repeating the same thing. Everybody's doing it, but like everyone's continuing to do it. So you just need to like keep it up, keep it going, keep it in the news, keep it relevant. Like write your MP, write your MLA, and if you want like templates, you can get them from like WSO. Just reach out to them. You can get this shit, man. Like you just gotta everyone's gotta take responsibility and make an effort to do their part, man. Because people say like, oh, if you're sitting over here, what can you really do? Like that's like fuck off. Like you whatever you can do, you should be doing, and like very simple as that, right?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like I don't know about you guys, but like you guys, like your family still has land back home.
Man,
right?
we're all
like
connected to that.
My
place.
dad still does too. Like the funny thing is, like looking back at it now, like I talked to my dad about it. My dad has he's Satakil in the Malik. He has 7 acres back.
Yeah.
So he would have been the most affected by these new bills because my dad would have been.
Yeah.
He would have been
small to mid or whatever farmer. That's most of us.
Yeah. He had 7 of them, right? There's a reason why he came to Canada. If he had 100, 150, he would not be in Canada. He's in Canada because he only had 7 of them, and 2 of them are needed to feed your family, and then 5 of them are whatever. You're gonna get your minimum wage basically in Canada, right?
Yeah.
So, like, there's a reason why we're here in Canada, and we got to look out for the folks back home.
No. That's it. You just whatever you can do your part, and if anyone's like fucking, just tell them to fuck off and go fucking educate themselves. It's very simple. But we're gonna continue to keep bringing up this issue. Always first, like it's the first topic. It'll always be the first topic until whatever happens. So that's it,
100%.
right? Like
It's number 1, yeah.
But we Galabata Karnia function. We got special hero guest KV Panesar, baby. Okay, holy KV baby, man. He's here. We're talking about the NBA seasons starting when, Tommy?
So the NBA season starts on Christmas. Am I correct?
December 22nd.
December 22nd. Okay. See, that's why we got KV. We got KV to just obviously KV's like the technical one.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody's leaning on their mic. It's like going tick 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 tick. So let's
It's not me.
on your good dummy. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about the NBA season. Obviously, KV knows his shit. So and clearly he's LBJ fan. He's got his Laker jersey on. Tommy's an LBJ fan. And if Laker jersey,
I got my Kobe, RIP.
Deepa cheered against Sada Banda LBJ with Portland, right? Yeah, you did. I was there. Okay, you cheered for Portland.
Yeah, but that was for other reasons.
Yeah. What other reasons? Yeah. Okay, and then
KV
obviously, I'm Lakers. Yeah, obviously LBJ was Hadavi Banda. Yeah.
The big reveal. Holy, calm down, buddy.
It's like, what's that? Hey, yo, LBJ did the thing, right? What did he do when he did that? Miami. I'm going to Miami. That's what this was. And Sada Banda MB. Sitting in Abbotsford also, big LBJ Banda #1 fan, and then
shout out MB, shout out MB.
Crosstown Mortgage. If you guys need a mortgage in the Abbotsford, Mandeep Brach, okay, 32112 South Fraser Way, Unit 202. Give the man a call. He'll get your deals done. The guy's a wheeler and dealer. He doesn't sleep. Suit every day, baby.
Right.
Seriously though, if you need a mortgage. But anyways, and then Jazzy, okay, he's our anti-LBJ Banda, man. Jazzy, what's up?
I wouldn't say anti-LBJ.
What would you say?
Well, in my opinion, he's not the GOAT. He's not better than Jordan, in my opinion. I don't like obviously doing like a top 3, a top 5 all time list. It varies.
Okay, but were you cheering for him these past playoffs, or against him?
Against it varies series from series, right? Like against Portland, obviously you want to see the underdog win. You know what I mean?
So the Lakers played who in the first round?
It was Portland.
And you were a Portland guy. Who did the Lakers play in the second round?
The Lakers. They played Houston.
Who?
Houston Rockets.
Houston. Who are you cheering for?
James Harden, obviously.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
No,
Let me finish. Third round. Lakers played who?
Denver.
Who are you cheering for? I know you were cheering Jamal Murray. Okay. Lakers in the final.
Canadian.
Jimmy Butler. This guy became the biggest Jimmy Butler fan in the world.
So clearly you're an anti-Banda. Okay. So right now in this group, you're Modi Gourmet right now. Okay. It seems like okay. But anyways, let's get started. Let's talk about KV. Get this shit rolling, man. Your team won. Your Banda won. Recap the last season. Is he the GOAT in your eyes, man? Because you got the MJ crew, which I'm probably more leaning towards as well. But you got
because you're part of the same age group, you know. Like when you're
Tommy Tubasa, we'll get to you too. Tell KV, go fucking. What's your word?
So the GOAT argument, like obviously, I think LeBron's the best player ever, but that's because like he's my era, right? Like I didn't watch MJ. Kobe would be like probably the next guy for me, or Shaq, or one of these guys. But even if you look, like try to compare eras, LeBron's been this good for since 2003, and he's still the best player in the league. Like he started being the best player in like 2007, and he's been the best player for 13 years straight, which is insane. Like that, no league has ever seen that. Jordan's career, his prime lasted 12 years. LeBron's been the best player for 13. Like it doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? Like he's just a different.
What about the you said Jordan's this LeBron's been best player for 13 years. Jordan's what did you say right now? His
prime of just like his first 12 years.
Yeah. So I mean that would 12, 13 years. That's pretty close. It's not a right. Isn't that not same? Someone's in their prime for 12 years.
Well, Jordan wasn't the best player for 12 years.
You're saying he wasn't the best player?
No. Bird was still there for the first 3-4 years. Magic.
There's an argument there, man. People like there's like.
I think Jordan won the MVP in his 4th season. So
okay, but it came down to let's say finals. Okay, how many finals does Jordan have? How many finals does LeBron have? How many MVP? Okay, this is the big argument. What do you say to people who argue that?
It's context too, though. You got to look at context. Like Jordan never ever played against Golden State. He was Golden State. Like he had literally an era, they were Golden State.
Well, so you can't really say that. I mean, Golden State, KD left to join that super team.
No, what I'm trying to say is like they were a product of like I guess misfortune of Scottie Pippen's contract. Like he was signed for 7 years, $1 million a year. Like that's similar. If you can compare that to Draymond, Clay, and Steph being signed at $13-14 million each. They were able.
You can't say that.
Is no other team was able to put that many stars in.
So you're saying Pippen wouldn't have he wouldn't have been there had he been paid?
Well, if he got paid, no, because they had to pay Jordan $30 million. If they had to pay Pippen, they would have, you know.
And Pippen in your eyes is what at that time? What was he?
Oh, top 5 player. So the year that look at this way. So 94, 95. I was trying to bring this up to people. Pippen was that's when Jordan left to play baseball. That was the first year. So the year before that, the Bulls went 57-25, and they won the chip. And then the year Jordan left, they went 55-27 and lost in 7 games in the second round to Patrick Ewing's Knicks. LeBron leaves Cleveland. They go to the lottery 3-4 years in a row. They first overall pick. He leaves Miami. They had Dwayne Wade and Bosh. Even though they got hurt for a few games, they still missed the playoffs. Like you have a team that goes literally back to the playoffs, second round, game 7. Versus, come on, man! Like you gotta look at strength of team.
Jazzy, what did you say, Jazzy?
You can't compare like the year. Okay, so when Jordan left the Bulls, he left the championship team. These guys have championship DNA in their blood. Look at the
Miami was a championship team. Cleveland was a championip team.
Cleveland. This guy, oh my god.
Okay. Now wait, hold on. Let Tommy. What do you want to say?
No, because I agree with KV saying that. So when Jordan left the Bulls, the Bulls were still there the year after when he.
But they didn't win the championship.
Who cares if they didn't win the championship? But they're still there.
No.
But when LeBron leaves a power team in Miami, they still have D Wade, who's still somewhat in his prime. They still got Chris Bosh. Did they make the playoffs next year?
They didn't.
No, they didn't.
Somebody look it up. Somebody look it up right now. Deep, look it up.
I know this for a fact. You don't even have to
look it up. Deep, look it up. KV says he knows. KV says he knows.
Because they met up with the Toronto Raptors.
Okay, one guy at a time, boys. One guy. KV. This gets heated. Hold on, no. KV, did that happen? Is that what you just said?
So the year he left, they didn't make the playoffs. The year after, they did.
Okay. And what was their record the year he left? After the year he left, you know?
Well, it was trash because they didn't make the fucking playoffs.
Okay, yeah. And they had Bosh and they had Wade.
And they had D Wade, who's still in his prime, right?
There were injuries. I'll agree that there were injuries in that season.
Yeah.
But they still had those 2 players.
And then when LeBron leaves the Cavaliers, they go from how the fuck do you go from a team that makes the finals to a lottery team? Like that's retarded. Like you go from
who else on their roster changed? Like what was their roster turnover that year?
It doesn't matter about the roster. LeBron left.
No, but like if the whole team left, okay, then yeah, but like
no, LeBron's the only one who left. They still had Thompson. They still had Kevin Love.
Yeah, Kevin Love.
Yeah,
they had everyone. They had everyone except for LeBron James.
Okay, let's let Jazzy fucking. I feel like he's itching to fucking counter these fucking.
You can't just. It's not a vacuum, right? Like the way the Cavs lost that year in the finals, like the way they lost, it shattered the team's mentality. You can't even tell me it did. It shattered after game 1 when J.R. Smith didn't know how much time there was on the clock, right?
Dude, look at what. Okay, just
wait. Let Jazzy go.
Like when a team's mentality gets shattered like that, it's tough to come back as a group. You know what I mean? Like you can't just say, "Oh."
So Jazzy, you're saying, okay, you know, Jazzy, like it's okay to be soft mentally. These are the fucking. These are professional athletes. Okay, they can't let something like that fucking. If you're fucking competing, if you're going to be one of the. Even if to make the playoffs, you got to have that mindset. You got to let that shit go. Sure. So those guys, like what? Are you like making an excuse for them? Like
no, but But a lot of players aren't like that, though, right? Confidence is a big thing with a lot of players. You know, look at Pascal Siakam this year. Like when you lose your confidence, you turn into trash. That's what happens.
No, so
so how did Cleveland do for years after that?
They're still in the lot. They're still shitty, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
So I don't know.
And what, 3 years since LeBron's left, and they're still in the lottery.
so
Like,
okay, after this season, KV.
Final thing on this LeBron Jordan thing. So Jordan leaves. He goes and plays fucking baseball, whatever, degenerate gambler, whatever he had, whatever shit was going on. So he leaves the Chicago Bulls, and his Chicago Bulls, led by fucking Pippen, they go where did they go? They went to
second round, game
second
7.
round. That's not very impressive.
Okay, I don't care. But any team that LeBron left, they didn't go nowhere. You know where they were? They were fucking.
So no team LeBron left. Every team LeBron left didn't make the playoffs the next year.
No. Yep. They're picking either 1, 2, or 3 in the lottery. That's pretty wild. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Right.
Pippen does not get enough respect as he should for that era. He should be getting a lot more respect than he's getting.
Okay, before we move on from the LeBron fucking, because we could talk about LeBron fucking clearly. Everyone gets heated. Fucking the LeBron MJ debate. Okay, I see Jazzy just twitching there, man. He's fucking ready to go. Deep, you have nothing to say. You're just sitting there fucking.
No, I'm learning a lot because like I watched what was the Jordan documentary called?
Learning a lot. Teri copybook ke notes like
Yeah, was it? Come prepared.
Yeah, come prepared.
Yo, listen, I'm not gonna grab 4 stats on basketball and then try to fucking argue with you guys. The argument was for you guys. That's why you guys are.
That's
here,
what Jazzy does, doesn't he?
What?
No,
I'm just joking, Jazzy, man.
He's like, I'm letting you guys have the floor on this.
Okay, we need to fucking, like I said, we can talk. Yeah, let's go on to. Oh yeah, sorry, KV, go finish. Yeah,
I just want to tell you how big of a hater this guy is, just to explain it to you guys. So it first started off in Portland. He'd be like, "Who's gonna guard Damian Lillard, guys? Lakers can't guard these guys. Are you kidding me?"
Yo, actually, I watched some.
And then the second round started. He's like, "Who's guarding the beard, boys? Who's guarding James Harden? Nobody can guard the beard."
That's so true.
He used to every day he'd be like, "Who's guarding the beard, guys?" Game 1 happened. He's like, "Yo, I told you who's guarding the beard." Slapped him 4 games in a row. And then Denver happens. He's like, "Yo, Jamal Murray, Jokic, too good for these guys, man."
Who's guarding Jamal Murray?
Slap those guys. Jimmy Butler wins 1 game. Oh man, Jimmy Butler's better than LeBron. Slap those guys. Every series, bro. This guy had some dumbass reasoning.
Well, I remember the WhatsApp conversations. Like I have the T.
You remember it. You remember it.
I have screenshots. I will put the screenshots on the screen.
But you know what? You know what's funny though? Like it was just like the WhatsApp groups would be like, if one team won, like the Lakers guys, and I was part of the Laker guys, it'd just be quiet. And then next, like when Lakers won, it was like fucking just like lit in the groups, and it was just like
that's pretty much what it was. Yeah.
But the Lakers guys came up on top. But anyways, we gotta move on from this, Tommy. We gotta move on. Okay, we're gonna go with Tommy. Who's your GOAT? Tommy's frozen.
Who's my GOAT?
Yeah, who's your GOAT?
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Who's your GOAT? Go to that,
Guys, yo, okay. Before you start, timeout, real quick, timeout. Timeout.
We got fucking.
Yeah. This, I'll delete all this.
No, we're not deleting.
Is this all good? Like the connections? Like I'm hearing, like Tommy especially.
Tommy's slow. Like Tommy's connection is a bit soft.
Tommy's just kind of started cutting out. Everyone else is fine.
Yeah. Everything else is good. Yeah, I feel like Tommy's the only one. Just
okay.
Maybe
don't worry. Tommy will hop back in. Tommy does.
Yeah. So go continue.
He's frozen. Okay, Tommy's frozen. Who's your GOAT?
For
basketball. Yeah, we'll come back to you.
For me, LeBron James, 100%, easy.
Okay, but you cheered against him.
Dude, I told you that was for fucking a bet.
Well, why would you even bet against your GOAT? It doesn't make any sense. Then he's not your GOAT. So he's not. You don't know. He's your artificial GOAT. Okay, KV.
Sure. I'm the artificial GOAT.
Who's 1 and who's 2?
I got Braun, and then obviously got to put MJ in there. Just gotta show some respect, right?
I feel like you can get roasted by a lot of bandas, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jazzy, who's your 1-2?
It's gotta be MJ number 1, and man, I don't even know if LeBron James makes top 2. Like, there's too many guys. You know?
You're a fucking lost cause.
Top diaper ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਈਕਲ ਜੋਰਡਨ ਖੇਡਦਾ ਸੀ
There's Shaq, Will.
Disrespectable.
There's two things about LeBron James that will always.
Will is a 7-foot guy playing these fucking 6'3" dudes, man.
We gotta give the anti-Bunde the floor too, man. They're gonna get.
There's two things that will always taint LeBron's legacy. That will be running away to Miami after leaving Cleveland. That's not.
All right, you're cut off. You're cut off. You're cut off, bro. You're cut off.
Thing was 2011 finals, like scoreless fourth quarters, like that. You can't.
Okay, Jazzy.
I agree with 2011. I agree 100%.
Okay. Anyway, Jazzy no cut karta. If we don't agree with ideas, we don't let him on here. I'm just kidding. Okay, but I would have to. I'm torn, man. I don't even know. I'm still like. I feel like by the time LeBron's done his career, I'll be convinced into. LeBron will move into one, but right now MJ. Tommy, tera ta pata hi hai, right?
So I'll tell you, man. For the longest time, I was a hater of LeBron. I used to fucking hate him. I mean, this guy left. He dipped his own team, like Cleveland Cavaliers. They were there. He left, but then you hear about all the stuff that was going on the inside, and like how Cleveland Cavaliers would have put a team around him and everything else.
So you're LeBron, banda.
And then I used to ask KV. I used to hate LeBron. Ask KV. KV knows. I used to hate LeBron. But then you realize, KV, man.
So LeBron's your one. We gotta keep moving.
Number one. KV's LeBron.
KV's is one.
KV's number one. LeBron number one. Number 2 for me is Kobe Bryant. 3 fucking. You could fucking.
Okay, tinu we cut off karta, man. Yo, bro. If you didn't even. Okay. Anyways, we're moving on. Okay, KV, give us. Okay, KV, give us the season starting on the 22nd. Who give us your breakdown. Who are the teams to watch? The off-season moves that have happened. Is it still LeBron? Like what? Who are the? Educate us, man. What in your opinion?
So on the 22nd, you got Steph going against KD. You got Golden State playing the Nets. That'll be a good game. And then you got the Battle of LA. LeBron facing Kawhi. That'll be good too. Off season, like Lakers, everybody's just playing catch up right now, honestly. Like, and that's not even a biased opinion. That's like, if you just look around at like other people talking about it too, like if the Lakers are head and shoulders above everyone else right now. Like, they added the last 2 6 men of the year candidates: Harrell, Schroeder, Gasol. People. So with Gasol, he played on the Raptors. It sucks. Like, I'm a Raptors guy too, but obviously a LeBron fan.
Lakers added Gasol, right?
Yeah. And people always look at Gasol's stats on the Raptors and they're like, oh, he didn't really do anything for the Raptors. But you have to look at the team stats of the Raptors.
It says Joe's been disabled.
No,
I'm here, bro. Yeah. It's good. KV, keep going.
The Raptors just got sizably better with Gasol on there, even though his stats aren't what they used to be. And that's because of his passing and his shooting ability. So
who's competing with using Lakers as the team to beat?
I honestly thought Golden State was going to. That was my pick. But Clay obviously tore his Achilles. That puts a huge in their plans. Like, the only team, in my opinion, that could have knocked them off was Golden State if Clay was healthy. But obviously he's injured now, and that's I literally don't see any. If Harden goes to the Nets, maybe there's a shot there. But
what about man? You know, my favorite player. I just love Lillard, man. That guy's
man, but like he's unreal. He's
Dame Dollar. I'm gonna get a pair of Dame Dollar shoes, man.
He might be worried about his rap career more than his.
He's a sick rapper, dude.
About his 3-pointers.
What? Exactly. No, with him, and what if Carmelo's even better than last season? Like, are they no threat?
Off the bench this year.
He's what?
He's coming off the bench this year. They signed or they traded for Covington. Covington will be starting over Melo.
Fuck. So, that's crazy. And what about Westbrook to where'd he go? Washington, right?
Oh, that's just like a whatever move. Like, he'll do good, but like obviously they're not contenders.
I believe they're contenders.
What Wizards?
I put them up. I put them up there. No,
Really?
I would have put them up there in like the top 5. But like for me,
They're playoff contenders, but not
they're
like championship contenders.
So for me, I feel like the East is more top heavy compared to the West, where the West is bottom heavy. Like if you look at the bottom teams from the West, like you look at Portland, you got Phoenix, you got Dallas, or Dallas will be a top team, I think. New Orleans, you got
even the Spurs,
right? Like you have these teams, and the West, like the play-in tournament, right? That play-in tournament is going to be unreal. Like you have all these teams, but then with the East, it's like it's a top-heavy league at the right now, as it looks like to me, right? But you could elaborate more on that.
No, I agree. It's like you got like the top 4 seeds in the East that really have a shot.
Yeah.
You could probably say obviously Bucks will be in there.
Yeah. You got so we'll go. So we'll start with KV's power rankings for the East. We'll go with their power rankings.
Okay, sure. So I think Bucks will finish first. Drew is a sick pickup in my opinion. Like, obviously Giannis resigned, so now they have the sort of the go ahead.
Why don't we pause a bit and talk about Giannis's re-signing just for a minute?
Oh, sure, yeah.
What do you feel on that?
Well, people have been alluding to it for a while, like that he's going to resign just because he's a loyal dude. He loves Milwaukee.
Yeah.
All that. And then if you looked at how the Bucks were making moves, it looked like they were making moves based on kind of knowing that he was going to stay. Like they traded their picks. They were going after Bogdanovic, who was like a guy that Giannis like personally requested. So it's a good move though. I mean, like small markets, like retaining guys, superstars.
100%, I agree. Yeah. I was in the category of I was someone that thought he was going to leave.
Same.
I thought he was going to give him one more year and maybe he's going to bounce to. I honestly thought he was going to either go to Raptors because of his history with what's his name, Masai. Or he was going to go to Dallas. Like I never thought he was going to go to Lakers or anything like that, but I thought he was going to either go to Raptors or he was going to go to Dallas. But I was actually shocked to hear that he signed with the Bucks again, right? But which is unreal, which is awesome. But me personally, I don't think they did enough to be champions again because Lakers are just that good. And not in me being a massive Lakers fan, but Lakers are just. Like they're a tier ahead of every other team this year, right? But
I think they did enough to make the finals, though. That's big.
But Brooklyn, they're coming.
You guys are forgetting Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I watched the last preseason game with KD playing. Like KD looks like he didn't even lose a step.
Yeah, his game.
KD is unreal.
Yeah, he's just so skilled that like. He doesn't rely on athleticism, so like his Achilles being torn doesn't really affect his game that much. Just like you watch him play, it's like
but usually like a guy like Kobe, for example, like rest in peace. But like when Kobe had his Achilles injury, he lost his step because he relies on.
He was also older too, yeah.
Oh yeah, Kobe's a lot older.
He was older, but Kobe was also that player who played like pretty much everywhere, right? Like he would take the shot, he would also drive. But KD, man, he didn't. It doesn't look like he lost that.
Well, let's hear from our Bunda Jazzy too, man. But we got a Laker love fest going on over there. Hey, Jazzy, what's your?
I mean, you gotta watch what goes down with Harden, right? Like if Brooklyn somehow acquires James Harden.
Did you see Harden's last picture? The guy looks fucking. He gained 300 pounds.
He looks like Rick Ross, man.
He looks like Rick Ross.
No, but
I saw that. I thought it was fake, man.
I saw that, dude. That was fun.
No, shit was real, man. Funny thing. So last game, I believe it was when Harden played, the announcer of the Houston Rockets, I'm sure it came here, he's like, that random rookie, he was going up, he was getting buckets, and he's like, who needs James Harden when we got this guy here? That's because James Harden's fat as fuck now.
All right, let's Jazzy. We need to give us your breakdown of the power rankings of the East, of the West. All right. Then I don't know. You can give yours after that. I'm just gonna quickly go get a bottle opener. So yeah, continue the talk.
The West, you got to give it to the Lakers, man. That was a solid offseason. Like Marc Gasol, Dennis Schroeder, even Horton Tucker, like the new rookie. Like they got it solid solid bench now.
Yeah.
So obviously you got to put Lakers number 1, right? Just won the championship, AD, LeBron, all that stuff. Clippers, you got to go number 2. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even put Clippers number 2. I'd put Denver number 2. I still think the Clippers are missing a playmaker. Like they don't have someone that can make plays.
Yeah.
I think
just to jump in for a second, I thought Clippers, their chance was last year when they had their team. They blew it. Obviously, the bubble had something to do with it, but this year they're like you said, Denver's better than them. I think Dallas might be better than them, but yeah, continue, Johnson.
Yeah, you got to put Dallas up there too. You know what I mean? Like you got Luka there, so he's taking another step forward. And then it kind of gets scrambly after that, right? Like OKC took a step back. Houston, I think, took a step back. Utah, I don't know how they're going to be this year, right? And then a seed, it can obviously be up for grabs, but that's probably my top 4. So Lakers easily number 1, 2 Denver, 3 Clips, 4 maybe Mavs. So in the East though, with the Bucks, I don't know if they're number 1, man. Like it's tough to put them number 1. Like you got Brooklyn there, you got Miami. You know what I mean?
I like Brooklyn. You can't argue against Brooklyn being number 1, right? But obviously they're rest players, and who knows what's going to happen. But
do you guys think if they get James Harden that they will be the top dog to win the chip this year?
If Brooklyn gets James Harden, oh buddy, even with the fat fucking James Harden, they're gonna win the ship most likely if they get James Harden.
Nah,
okay. We gotta keep this because we gotta get to KV's fucking the real reason why he's here, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, we'll start with Deep. Who do you think is gonna be in the finals, and what 2 teams from the East and West?
Well, Lakers obviously that's a given, and then I'd like to see the Raptors in the final, but who's it going to be? Also, that depends on Brooklyn Nets if they do end up signing Harden. Otherwise, I would say the Bucks. Like I said, I'm new to this, but those are the teams I know that are. No, the only thing I wanted to know is why are the Mavs. With it's Hardaway, right? Hardaway,
Luka,
and the tall
Kristaps.
So I don't know. Weren't they supposed to achieve higher than they did? Or am I wrong there?
No. Luka's second year.
Bro, Luka's 21 years old.
I know he's new, but
yeah.
I'm just like that.
But now they're gonna be a force, man. Like Lakers gotta look out for.
I think Luka's gonna be the best player in the league.
Yeah,
that's what.
If Luka Doncic wins MVP, that's no shock at this. Like,
so then they're a threat to the Lakers. They could beat the Lakers.
But that's the thing. Lakers 100%, are that good.
100%.
No, Lakers are that good this year.
You never know, but you got to stay healthy. Everything's gonna kind of work out for you. Who's got that
reach?
Let's go that.
Oh shit!
Is that your wife? Holy shit!
All right,
anyway,
Tommy, who's your 2 teams, East and West?
West, obviously we got my boy LeBron James leading the Lakers to the top. In the East, I have honestly I got Boston up there. I think Boston takes the East. Sorry.
Tristan Thompson, huge pickup for them.
Tristan Thompson, massive pickup, man. Like Tristan, he's still young. He's only 26 years old, like 27 or whatever. He's a huge upgrade on Gordon Hayward. I don't know why the fuck Michael Jordan would pay that much money to have him on Charlotte, but that's beyond the point. I have them, and then I have Lakers, and I have Lakers kicking the shit out of them in 4 games, sweep.
Ooh,
and then I got LeBron winning MVP.
I love Tommy's fucking passion, man. The blood.
Remember, there's some comments that Tommy made in the group, like some derogatory stuff that I won't say here about LeBron James and what he would do. So that's why he's all over him right now.
Tommy has a love-hate relationship. He's a passionate guy, man. He's a passionate guy.
So I want to take a minute, and KV also want to take a minute to appreciate the legend that is LeVar Ball.
Oh,
So can we please take a minute to appreciate
Okay.
LeVar Ball?
We appreciate. We gotta keep this thing going. All right, KB, East West, two teams.
Hold on. We have to appreciate LeVar Ball.
LeVar, okay, I appreciate it. Okay,
We have to appreciate LeVar Ball.
go KV.
I got Lakers and Dallas in the West, top 2 teams.
Huh?
In the East, Bucks and Nets. I guess you have to give it to them.
Who's in the finals? Who's in the finals?
I go Lakers, Bucks.
Bucks.
Lakers.
Knock if you book.
All right, and Lakers winning.
Obviously, bro. Come on.
Obviously, Jazzy, teri kedi team hai, man.
I said Lakers are number 1 in the power rankings, but I'm gonna go Denver coming out of the West.
It's a grain always, man.
Denver coming out of the West.
Fucking hipster over here.
Denver in the West.
Jazzy will just do it to be different.
Yeah.
No,
That's Jazzy. That's Jazzy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
He's built
who do I
different,
think coming
right?
out of the East. I think the Bucks come out of the East, but Denver, man. I think Denver takes it this year.
Holy, this guy,
I
man.
think Denver takes it.
Denver's
Jamal
second.
Murray,
MPJ's gonna take
Jokic.
Chalo
What's that?
dekhange.
Who did Denver add for you to put them on top of your list?
It's not about. It's about
Michael
progression,
Porter,
man.
Michael Porter.
Yeah.
All right, Chalo, Jazzy's got his team, man. I'm going with Lakers versus fucking Bucks, and I think LBJ. I don't even know, but I'm cheering for LBJ. So that's how I pick my people. The teams I cheer for. All right, we got. That was an intense conversation, man. You guys get fucking heated over basketball. Clearly, that can go on forever.
It does.
But we gotta fucking now, KV on the fucking spot, buddy. Man. You are
Before we even get started there, shout out to our league but our summer, the whole COVID situation, our little basketball 3-on-3s that we were doing.
Oh, and the predicament.
That shit was hype.
Yeah.
I call KV 3PR, 3-point range, because he's just fucking just cashing all the time.
Yeah. We heard about yours and Jazzy's skills.
Bruh, you don't even know. A lot of work in the offseason, trust me.
Let's wait. So in the Crescent League, it used to be KV on one side, me on the other side, and then these guys used to fight over what's team.
Nobody mentioned you, bro. I would have gave you a shout out.
I don't know where you got that from, though.
Chalo, whatever. Tommy's a baller too. Jazzy chop karke baitha hai and said a word. He's like, I'm not getting involved.
Yo, man.
I think baller.
I stretch the floor, man. I stretch the floor, play in the post, shoot the 3.
All right. Well, Chalo,
Stretch the floor.
we'll find out when the spring comes around. But KV, man, you're the fucking you tied for first with 5 people for the DraftKings, right? It's like a football fantasy league, correct? Is that right? First tell us what DraftKings is, because I don't even know what it is. Tell us what DraftKings.
So DraftKings is pretty much like daily fantasy sports. So I'm sure all of us have played like season-long fantasy leagues, and we pick players, certain positions, and how they'll do over a year. This is every day. So like if there's 5 games that day, you'll pick players in those 5 on those 5 teams or whatever, and you'll try to make a lineup under a certain amount of money, which is usually $50,000 salary, and then that's basically it. Daily fantasy. Every league is on.
So that's just like that day you won, and then that was that pot for that day. So like the next day would have been that just as big of a pot, and another.
Oh, yeah, NFL pots are crazy, man. Like they do Mondays $1 million to the first player, Thursdays like $1 million up for grabs, Sunday there's like $2-3 million up for grabs. Like every single NFL pots are massive, and like on Tuesday, the NBA, like the top, like these are like pretty much lotteries though. Like you're playing against like 170,000 people.
So is it just NFL or is it like other sports too?
Every sport, like NBA has $1 million prize on Tuesday.
So like, what's your like? What if someone wants to buy in? What do they buy in at? Like, what's your minimum buy-in? I guess to get for this, like, let's say NFL, like what you did. What is the minimum amount someone has to spend on one?
Well, in the big contest, like usually the buy-in fee ranges between like $10 to $25 for like one lineup.
Sorry, guys.
So that day I played 15 lineups at $15, which would have been like $225.
Okay, so you made 15 separate. It's like buying a lot of. You buy like 7.
Exactly.
Is it or like because okay, you won big last year, right?
Yeah.
So this is like your second time. So is this something like you can like you need to know your
100%.
shit, or you just like kind of fucking pick a random one does?
Like I spend a shit ton of time on this. Like I've been playing for like 4.5 years. Every day I'll probably be, if there's like NBA, I'll spend like 2 to 3 hours minimum, like researching. NFL, like 4 hours. Like like I put a lot of time into this stuff. Like it actually, and like you're on the whole luck factor. MIT actually did like a research, and they found that sports gambling and stocks are the 2 riskiest things you can do, and that's like betting on sports. But fantasy lineups is actually closer to called a skilled game. So like people that are actually skilled at it, they have a higher chance of winning than let's say somebody like on Bet365 betting on sports. You actually have a higher chance of winning in DraftKings if you're good at it. It's considered a skilled game. So,
is that the only one you play, or do you play other stuff too?
Yeah, no, I only play DraftKings.
Oh, so you're like a proper like banda, like you do your research, you put your lineups together like on a week-to-week basis type thing, right?
Well, day to day, it's day to
day. But you're like when the season comes around, you're like it's go time. You gotta put in work. You gotta do your research. You gotta learn whatever, right? And so over since how long have you been doing DraftKings?
Like 4.5 years.
4.5. Oh shit! Really? Is that long?
Yeah.
I literally just heard about it like when you won.
Has he told us how it went down?
No. We're gonna get to that, but first we gotta understand KV's mind, brother, man. You see these lights in the background? We gotta see where KV's coming from. KV,
exactly.
Right, we gotta understand where KV's coming from. So you've been playing for 4.5 years, and over that 4.5 years, let's taking out your big win from last year. Are you up or down, or like where do you stand?
I actually just did that. I'm up not much, but like $2,000.
Overall,
so like $2,000 without those 2 big wins,
it makes watching sports a lot more.
That's exactly what it was.
Right?
I watch sports all the time. Like I follow sports all the time on Twitter. Like that's all I like look at. And then it's like, why not like just put a couple? Like I started off really small, like putting in like $3, $5, and then like you start winning a little bit, so then you start putting in more.
You need to do that, right? Like you need to have like even now, like I don't watch much sports anymore. Like because if you have nothing on the line, you don't have fucking time to like.
It makes it way funner, man.
Like, right? You gotta have skin in the game.
Having 3 kids doesn't make it easy to watch sports either.
Buddy, man, gotta raise the fudge, man. The fudge.
The fudge.
But like
dinner time's like the rowdiest thing I've ever seen, bro. It's crazier than any sport I've ever seen.
It's fucking you gotta fucking have some skin in the game, man.
Speaking of
Speaking
of this DraftKings, the funniest thing though is Teja. Number one, Teja every day for like 2 weeks straight. Because we're in this WhatsApp group for fantasy football. Every day would be like, yo, KV, what's up? Like, 2 weeks. What are you up to?
KV, kid, bro. How you doing, bro?
So fucking funny. And then Rohit, right? Rohit. I wake up. This is right after KV won, right? KV wins. Everybody's going nuts.
Everybody's like KV. KV's in every group, man. KV, you're
I can't believe that,
man. The talk of the town, all of Alberta. Okay, and I wake up. Fucking, I had an appointment 9:30 a.m. I wake up. First thing I see is a text from Rohit. He's like, "Yo, do you know how to play DraftKings?"
It was funny. Somebody was saying you should take commission from them from all the daisies that signed up after you won.
Yeah, straight up, bro. It was fucking awesome, man.
Yo, Tommy, but he can't handle he doesn't know what he's doing right now. Tommy, man, log out and log back in.
Okay, wait back.
Internet quality. Yeah, he can't do it in the basement if his internet connection's like that.
Okay. So KV, we gotta get to like the real deal. Okay, so you won. So last year you won when you got a big win. What place did you finish?
First, 27.
Dummy man.
Fuck, man. It's fucking
Killing
pissing me
the-
Yo,
off.
your
headphones.
headphones on.
He
Okay,
has
we're good now, I think.
But disable the echo thing, man.
It is. Enable echo. It won't even allow me.
What
Okay,
is happening?
We're good now.
No, like when anyone else talks, you hear echo.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Dummy, you gotta log out, come back in. I'll meet you for now. All right. We always got some issue every episode. That's why listener.
We got deep this time.
We got okay.
I'm seeing it firsthand, man. Fuck.
Yo, it's fucking whatever. That's life.
Wild. It is what it is.
Okay, KV. So you finished. Sorry, you finished what place when you did that?
First, but I tied with 27 people.
Okay, so like multiple.
And it was a smaller pot.
Sorry.
It was a smaller pot.
Okay.
Gave me
So
like 20.
this time you fucking split 1.2 with 5 people.
Yeah.
Okay, this was like KV Panesar, the fucking Chalda in the city of Edmonton. Okay, so how did your win go down? Run us through that. Run us through what you fucking like. What was going through your head when you won, man? Because it's fucking must be like it's a rush, man. It's a rush. It's like fucking like okay.
Yeah, no. The way it went down was actually insane. So. Like I'm just watching the game, whatever. Like I'm sitting around like 20th place for like a majority. I'm like, oh, like if a couple things happen, like I could potentially win. And then the game goes in, whatever. The guy I need to get a touchdown gets a touchdown. And then I jump all the way into second place, right? And there's a guy at the top who's winning $1 million solo, like just him, not splitting it with anyone, right? So I'm like, oh shit. And then the game ends. I'm in second place. At this point, I'm winning around like 50,000. I was like, this is still unreal. Like I'm still like sweating. I'm like, this is unreal. And then I get a call from usually stack corrections happen. So that's the biggest thing. If you win, you usually have to wait like an hour and a half, just to make sure that everything's right. So I'm sitting there like, oh shit, something might happen. I don't know yet. It's echoing again.
I know, fucking dummy, man. It won't let me enable echo cancellation on dummy.
Keep going, KV.
Keep going.
Yeah, so pretty much I'm in second place at the end of the game. Waiting for a stat correction because I might not be in second place. So you usually go down from a stat correction. You never usually go up.
Yeah.
And then I get a phone call from my buddy Amr Bajwa. He calls me. He's like, dude, go fucking look at the rankings right now. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, and then I open my fucking thing and I'm in first. I'm shitting bricks at this point. I'm like, there's no fucking chance I'm first. Like, I moved from second. Like, usually if there's stat correction, you lose points always.
Huh. And
the guy ahead of me had Chicago Bears defense, and they took away a sack from the Bears.
Oh,
this guy went from $1 million down to I think $1,000 or $300.
So he must have known he was fucking in first.
Yeah, you see it at the top. He had $1 million just the guy, bro.
Fuck. So
and it was trending on Twitter, man. Like this guy lost $1 million. It was trending on Twitter. Like,
how's he doing?
Yeah.
Somebody
did you fucking call him or
fuck? Oh no, man. Somebody should check on him for sure. That's
and then what went down?
With you. I was just going nuts. Like, obviously, I'm at home. Like, I'm with my fucking mom, dad, brother. We were just like, yo, that's unfucking real.
Did you get any sleep at all that night, or were you up the entire night?
Like, I didn't sleep at all. That morning actually was hilarious. So, like, we had a close contact with COVID, like, the week before playing basketball. And so that morning, I got my negative test. But I was starting my new job that same morning. So, like, I couldn't go in because I had a COVID scare. You have to isolate for 14 days. Then I get a COVID negative test. And then I'm just like sitting there building lineups. I'm like, fuck this, I'm home. Like, might as well just, do. And then you win that same night. It was just
that's crazy, man.
That's fucking sick.
That's fucking so
did you feel sorry, did you feel like did you feel like there was a chance you could win that day when you were putting in those lineups, that you could win that big of a pot? Like,
I think I'm winning every time I play lineups, bro. Sometimes I don't win a single cent though. I'll lose the entire pot that I put in. Like, you always have a feeling like, hey man, I could like potentially, win today. Like I thought I was gonna win today, and then Derek Carr got hurt, so I didn't fucking win shit.
So it takes like essentially it's about increasing your odds, right? The more knowledge you have, your odds are higher than my odds. You know what I mean? And let's say if I have like a decent level of knowledge versus someone who doesn't have, like, my odds are going to be higher than that person's odds over time. But it could be like anyone, right? Is that a good like, how do you look at it? Like, is that a good description of it?
Yeah, so like just to touch on that, like I pretty much pay for the subscription to this guy's ownership projections, and like he breaks down kind of like point projections for people.
Fuck.
And this guy, he probably has generated 20 to 30 million, maybe even more than that, from playing just DFS, either FanDuel or DraftKings. Like that's where it touches into that whole skill-based thing. Like this guy wins all the time, and it's because like he can get so much money that he can just like his probability gets higher because he can play so many lineup.
So it comes down. It's just like you said, stocks. The more information you have, the odds of you winning are higher. And over time, if you play and you limit your losses and you maximize your wins, like you're gonna come out positive over time, right?
Right. Like I would say stocks is even like more gambling than this would be. Like if you're really good at this, like if you're literally like, it's sports, right? So like the chance of something not going as scripted, like there's sport, like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy, man. That's fucking good for you, man. That's KV legendary. Look at Tommy's all okay right now. He's sitting there because his mic won't work. Tommy, I'm gonna try to unmute you.
How do I do that? So how do you get good at DraftKings?
Does it work?
Hold on. All right, we gotta get Tommy. You're gonna have to be cut for Tommy. Yeah. So anyway,
how do you get good at DraftKings then? Like, is it just something that you just have to play, or is there's like, you know, do you have to watch a lot of sports? How exactly do you get as good as you are at this?
So with DraftKings, it's actually it's a lot of experience. Like experience. The more you do it, you learn like the biggest thing. So without jumping too deep into things, is like ownership projections. It's like pretty much that day. Let's say LeBron James is playing. If you can say that, and you're in a contest with 100,000 people, if you can guess that 60% of those people are going to have LeBron James in their lineup, but you yourself are sitting there saying, I don't think LeBron James will play that well today. Maybe I'll pick Anthony Davis, who's sitting at 30%. Then you just beat those 60% of people instantly, right? It's certain things like that. Like you gotta have this data, but then you gotta like also apply like sort of your knowledge of what you think is going to happen.
Okay.
That's what. So like, that's pretty wild. So that's like, you know, so someone thinking, because like after you won, everybody's like, literally every group was DraftKings. People are buying books for DraftKings. They're like, right? Like it's like everybody's a winner, right? I'm pretty sure Tommy got a book or something, and we can't even hear him because we got to mute him because of his connections. Wow, look, he's in the video, but
I tried to talk to him and tell him what to do, but I don't know.
That's all right. He can listen in. But anyways, that's pretty crazy, man. That's a wild thing. So it's not for everybody, but it's good.
Yeah, like I wouldn't recommend just dumping your fucking account in there and then just playing. Like you could lose it really quick, but
unless you're Jazzy, man. I feel like Jazzy he's a fucking hero.
Bitcoin, baby. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon with Bitcoin.
Buddy, you're on the second rocket, buddy.
So did anyone we've been fucking going on, like I knew basketball was gonna be like fucking get heated, man. I was like, man, this is gonna. So we'll go on for like, I think we've been on for about an hour-ish, close to an hour. So we'll just finish up in the next 10, 15 minutes, right? But what do you call it? Everyone watched the Hothi fight? Come on, we got to recap this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah, baby. Hell yeah, Paul Hothi.
Who here watched
I
the Hothi?
did watch that fight. I did watch that.
Jazzy,
I was one of the first 100 people.
I was the first person logged in, man. They weren't even logged in. I was ready.
Right. Everyone's getting there early. Like everybody's worried about their headphones.
I saw Joel with like 6 accounts in there, man.
Everybody's trying to get in.
It was like Joel Tsanga, just Tsanga at one point.
Inderjeet Tsanga. I think he like used my mom as a login or something.
Everybody's trying to get in, but that was the buildup was so like fucking insane, and then I don't know, the fight. Not gonna lie, I would have expected like, you know, like entrance, fucking man's walking into Ghana, like the production, man.
Bro. There was an entrance. There was entrance on.
I know, but I'm all about the RGB lights, man. I'm about the production, man. sports entertainment. Okay.
One thing I think they should have done was they should have moved the 60-inch TV out of the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hey, yo,
Dude,
everybody was worried about the TV. This one guy in the chat was like, "Yo, does that TV have insurance?" It was like the funniest thing.
But Paul rolled that guy, man. Paul fucking.
And that shot, the Sean Chai, that guy is ripped, man. Like,
I know,
he was shredded.
dude. There was like fucking clearly, which are now fake rumors, that this guy was 21-8. He's a fighter. All the WhatsApp groups are lit. Nobody.
What's the weight difference though, dude? Was it 180 both of them?
I don't know. That cheetah
massive
looked a
weight
lot lighter, man.
Yeah, 30 pounds had to be. Like Paul was ragdolling him, man.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty one-sided, man. Fuck.
Yeah,
it was pretty one-sided. But they raised money for a good cause. We always gotta, keep it positive, folks. Keep it positive, But
that guy's athletic. That guy's ripped, man. The Sean, he's
pretty jacked.
he's ripped, but I don't know. Like people were forwarding messages in WhatsApp groups saying he's like 21-5 or something, and I'm like, obviously not legit information, but people were like, "Oh shit, if that's the case, like Hothi might be in trouble. Like this guy doesn't have any fighting experience." But then you watch the fight, and you're like, "I don't think this guy's fought before." I'm pretty sure. Like I don't know.
It was also just like a super small area where I don't know.
It was really small, so it was hard to get any
that guy was probably trying to play the speed angle, trying to tire Paul out. He couldn't do any of that. You know what I mean?
He was at a disadvantage if you say that, because the ring side. Yeah, you're right, man. Like these things come into play, man. Whoever was managing him didn't negotiate the right. See, this is why you need a fucking proper manager or agent, right? You gotta have the Bunde watching your back, man. Put you in these situations, which then that's a part of boxing. It's putting you against the right opponent for you, right? Like so many of these careers are built up on just having the right competition. Because if you put someone who's a southpaw, or just their style, it just clashes with yours, where it gives you a hard time, or even again, it comes down to odds, increasing your odds of winning. And it's sports entertainment, man. You need a personality. You're building up someone who sells pay-per-view. Conor McGregor, prime example. That guy sells tickets, but was he ever a threat to? Was he ever a threat to Khabib? Never. That guy is just that good, right? So it's a sports entertainment. But this weekend, so tomorrow, I don't know if you guys follow boxing, but Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, he's fighting. I can't say the other guy's name. I think it's a middleweight fight. His 21st title of defense, so that's gonna be sick. It's on DAZN, so he's gonna be fighting tomorrow. Saturday, Canelo is fighting. He's fighting some guy from I think the UK. This tall ass dude. So that should be
Callum Smith. Callum Smith.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, no, I know the thing with boxing is I don't follow it religiously, but whenever there's a Canelo fight or Golovkin or these big Anthony Joshua, because I follow some accounts, I'll know, and then I get into it. How they have those YouTube DAZN has all these things that they do before, the previews, and they'll follow Canelo, they'll follow all these guys. Excuse me, but that's why I know. And this Callum Smith guy, he's undefeated. He's from the UK, and he's a huge. So when Joe mentioned it's all about odds, increasing your odds, right? They were just speaking about how Canelo, the promoter, I can't remember his name, but he's Canelo had an opportunity.
Canelo's with De La Hoya.
No, the fight promoter, Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn, yeah.
Eddie Hearn. Yeah, so the fight promoter goes, Canelo had an opportunity to say, to take a lesser fight, a lesser opponent for the exact same amount of money. But Canelo said, no, I'm all about competition. I'm all about increasing my, my whatever results, his, whatever you call it, man. I can't think of the word right now. But that's what Canelo was saying in one of the things that were following him.
GGG's last fight was against Canelo. I thought GGG. They said the first one was a draw. Clearly, GGG won. Second one was more close to a draw. They gave it to Canelo. They ruined this guy's perfect fucking because Canelo's a bigger sell.
Did
Canelo
they?
more.
But did he go up in weight for that fight? Did Canelo go up in weight? Or
Uh,
are they
I,
same?
I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I
Is
mean,
it 'cause
they're
he's been
pretty.
around?
I know, but they're pretty. Like they can fight at that weight. It was an even
Yeah.
fight. GGG won the first one clearly. They called it a draw. The next one they gave it to Canelo, and that one was a draw, if not GGG.
That's true. Yeah, we were watching the fight.
Yeah, we
actually.
watched
Went
this
the
fight.
first round, didn't we?
And they gave him
yeah.
gave him the L. Like that guy would have went undefeated, and he would have been
That's true.
up there with Mayweather.
true.
Because
Bro, these guys sign the fucking biggest contracts. You wouldn't even like. I don't know. KV, do you follow boxing, Jesse?
Not
Yeah,
closely,
yeah.
but
Jazzy, you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, I do.
So you're-
I was going to ask you guys. A question because when Floyd fought Canelo, do you guys think Canelo today would beat that version of Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd's too good.
Floyd's too good, eh?
Too good. His defense is too. I don't think anyone. Floyd pisses me. I don't like the like. I like him, but I don't like him. But like, he's too good, man. Nobody fucks with Floyd. He's too good.
Yeah,
You think
he's just I don't know. His age is a factor now, but like if you put Floyd in prime,
even now.
defensive aspect.
The guy's never been hit.
I know
He's
even
been-
now, and he doesn't drink or anything, right? Like all those things add up.
He's never been hit properly. Like he's just his defense. He does that shoulder like roll. Like he just like the punches. Like he's never been hit.
He's
man.
He's always like.
Is he the greatest of all time, you guys think?
So it depends what you're okay. So your definition of the greatest of all time. For me, it's not just like what you do on the fucking thing. It's what you do off it too.
So you're talking about Muhammad Ali type thing, right?
Muhammad Ali is the go. That's why for me, LBJ is gonna because he just does more for the community, for the people. Then Mike didn't ever give a shit about anything else outside of like sports. Whereas LBJ is fucking doing like so many things for the communities, making that like I'm sure Mike does that, but it's not like I don't know. He doesn't use his status to like empower other people, in my opinion, as much as he should.
Yeah.
So for me, the GOAT, Muhammad Ali, man. The guy gave up his fucking heavyweight title. I got Mike Tyson in my GOATs, man. Mike Tyson, you can't.
Yo, one thing I wanted to mention, like Muhammad Ali, those guys were fucking goated for sure. But like I was gonna mention about the money that these guys make, man.
Oh, it's fucking retarded.
Like I didn't know this until like a year ago. Canelo, for example, I think he signed one of the biggest contracts ever
in history.
11 matches, 365 million.
But he was in a lawsuit because he was trying to get out of his DAZN contract because apparently they're having some issues. But like look at Conor Floyd. What was that? You think Conor was ever gonna touch Floyd? No chance. They both walked away with like the most. But anyway,
don't you guys think that some of these fights, like especially with that one and now this Logan Paul and don't you think this is it's all gimmicky and like it's all money based? Is it not more like it's about cash, right?
Mike Tyson, boxing's losing legitimacy.
Mike Tyson made $7.5 million in the last fight.
Well, Mayweather just said the same thing. He was just like he'll never fight like an actual boxer now.
Yeah, see,
he would just fight like one of these like he's fighting Logan Paul,
yeah.
And do you blame him?
No, not at all.
Why would you risk your health? If someone paid me fucking like 20-30 million to fucking fight some no name. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd be there in a second. Like
no, that's true.
When I fight one of these young guys that are coming for me, and like them clearly like
Logan Paul, isn't he like a YouTube fucking guy?
Yeah. He's just a fucking
like you fucking kidding me? He's gonna clear like probably 20 mil. Mayweather is, man. Like fucking you kidding me? Like it's stupid. It's stupid. But
we're getting all these people that don't watch boxing to watch boxing now, right? Like that's kind of
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like that's what these guys. Well, that's what these YouTubers are doing, right? That's why Jake Paul, these Logan Paul guys.
Evander Kane called out like Logan. Was it Logan?
Exactly.
Paul? Like fucking. It's. But I mean, we're in COVID. It's all entertainment. Paul Hothi gave us entertainment. He gave us a fight. We were all fucking right. That was our weekend.
I think you're out there like that. That's respect, man. Both of them.
Yeah, fucking. But and then so Saturday we got Canelo, and then Sunday we got Ryan Garcia, all on DAZN. So everyone like it's gonna be sick, man. Fuck, dude. This is sports, man. Sports takes up fucking crazy amount of time, man. Like, right? Because you can.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
no, it's good. It's
good. People want to hear about sports. Like, we're only like This is like
that hasn't covered. That hasn't covered. Fucking.
Read, right?
Huh? Yeah, we haven't covered hockey. We haven't covered footy.
Oh, we'll get into that. We'll do a fucking full episode on hockey. Like that's where I don't even have to bring a fucking notebook, bruh.
Yeah, hey, fucker, no, don't bring a notebook. A notebook like okay, please.
Disclaimer on that one. I think Deep hasn't finished in the playoff standings.
Yo, fan.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you suck at fantasy hockey.
Yo, by the way, I'm a fucking rookie in fantasy football.
Are you in the Final Four?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Where you at, KV?
I lost, bro. I finished.
Remember that WhatsApp text?
Yeah.
Remember when you were saying wrap it up, give me the fucking money? And I was just sitting there, I was like, yo, fuck, man. This guy already won the 300K, man. Sanu bhi kuch de de, man. Give us some, leave the, the scraps for us, bro.
A 9-game winning streak. Now you guys won.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So when's the NFL? What you guys is it over that league?
No. Like there's 4. It's like conference final kind of thing. Like,
yo, you guys. Okay.
4 teams.
I think one of my kids is up. Hold up. So I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Why don't we? What are we talking about now?
I think we've covered a lot. Let's fucking just wrap her up. Yeah. Tommy, we've lost Tommy.
It was good.
Down. No, it was a good session, man. We had KV story, man.
Bro, I'll delete this part, but like, fucking.
No, we don't delete it. What did I tell you?
No, I'm going to.
My kid's crying. We gotta go. Thank you, everybody. I gotta go.
Do a proper outro,
crying. Huh?
I'll do the outro.
Okay, hurry up, man. I gotta push stop from here. This is the Listen Elite podcast. You don't like this shit. Oh shit. Deep, relax, man. Okay, we gotta go. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, guys.
Thank you, KV. Thank you, Jazzy. Thank you, Tommy. Keep hard editing. Okay, goodbye.